Yeah, I thought everybody was more engaged. It was pretty obvious, our level of force and physicality was ramped up quite a bit, and it had to be. Um, what Boston did in the second half, fourth quarter the other night, we knew we had to come with a much better focus and sense of aggression, and I thought that started right from the beginning. Draymond played a huge role in that. Yeah, I mean, Steph was breathtaking in that quarter. Not just the shot making, but the defensive effort. He just doesn't get enough credit for his level of conditioning, physicality, uh, and defense. People go at him to try to wear him down because they know how important he is to us offensively. And it's pretty dramatic, the difference in Steph's strength and physicality in his body now than from 8 years ago when I first got here. So the guy's amazing. He just keeps working on his game, his strength, his conditioning year after year, and it's a pleasure to watch him play every night. I might have mentioned this last week. The good thing with an elbow is that you can still get on the court. So he was on the court 3 weeks ago going through intense defensive slides and sprints and one-on-one full court, without using his left arm. So just dribbling with his right hand. And so he's been at it with the conditioning for several weeks. And so that was the least of my concerns. I was worried about just him being able to extend his arm and shoot the ball, but he knocked that three down. And as I said before the game, he had a couple good days of practice where he looked much better than he did going into game one. So he needed the extra few days to really be ready. And I thought he was brilliant. The level of defense, physicality, and speed in transition, it gives us a huge boost. There's plenty of concern about plenty of things. Boston's a hell of a team. They have a great defense. They've got guys who are athletic and powerful and can get to the rim. And so whatever it takes, we're going to need contributions from a lot of people. And, I think we're perfectly capable of winning games where Steph doesn't have a huge night. It just means other guys gotta step up and score for us. But that's something that they've done all year. Been a pretty good offensive rebounding team throughout the playoffs. I thought that in the first half it was an incredibly physical game, and shots were hard to come by. We weren't getting past them on offense, so that we weren't really creating any defensive rotations, and which would lead to offensive boards. So if the game can open up for us a little bit like it did in the third quarter, then we're able to get better shots to make the defense rotate, and then you got a chance to get a few offensive boards like Wiggs did in that third quarter. Nothing different. I think the deeper you get in the playoffs, the better the competition, the better the defense. So you have to adjust. You got to figure out how to attack, and you have to do that as a team. You have to do that individually too. So Jordan's still a very young player, learning on the fly, but he's had such a great season, and he's so talented and confident that I have a lot of faith that he'll figure this out. And I thought tonight he did a good job of finding his way. Are often a byproduct of physicality and intensity, and I thought we brought that from the start. Draymond had plenty to do with that. So did Gary. So did Wiggs. I thought our whole team was physical and intense, and we did a good job of trying to make things difficult for them.